A warm greetings to everyone. This video is for how to create Google Classroom, and this video is made for a final project for an FTP called Atal Blended and Flipped Classroom Approach. I have taken engineering mechanics subject for this one, and engineering mechanics is the first year subject common to civil and mechanical people. And if you take this Google Classroom, which is a virtual classroom being used, and particularly for this pandemic situation, uh, this classroom helps us a lot. And now let us go to the Google Classroom. Now, if you see the screen, there are three classrooms are created. The first one is for this project, and the other two are for my regular classwork. Uh, Now let us go to the first one, Atal Blended and Flipped Classroom. Yeah, so this is the Google Classroom in which I have posted many contents, and I'm going to explain every of that content. The first content, course outcome. Course outcome, it gives the outline about how the subject would be. At the starting of every subject, the student must be aware of what is the purpose of this subject, or why should he study this subject, and at the end of this course, what is my gain. So this gives us this course outline gives us a some of the important things about that subject. Now let us go and read that one. This course is an introduction to learning and applying the principles required to solve engineering mechanics problems. The course addresses the modeling and analysis of static equilibrium problems with an emphasis on real world engineering applications and problem solving. So, this is the course outcome for the subject engineering mechanics. Now, the second one is course schedule. Okay, how we are going to cover this engineering mechanics subject? I have scheduled for 8 weeks. Now, let us go to the first one. Week 1, basic concepts of statics. So in this first week we are going to learn the very basic things like forces, and then moment, couple, etc. And the second week, the very important topic, it is free body diagram, very important one in engineering mechanics that we are going to deal in second week. And third week, the basic theorems of statics, okay, in which we will learn about the concurrent force system and their resultant of forces system. So these are things we are going to learn. And in the fourth week, we are going to learn about equilibrium of a solid body acted upon by a coplanar force system. And the fifth week, we are going to learn about equilibrium of solid body acted upon by a spatial force system. So that is the three-dimensional analysis of a force system. And in the sixth week, we are going to learn about stresses uh, and frames. And in the seventh week, we are going to learn about friction, a very important one. And the last week, we are going to learn about center of gravity. So this is the course schedule for the subject called engineering mechanics. The next one is about the course materials uh, for the chapter friction. So here is the course materials in which the problems and the problems are there, and moreover the free body diagrams and the procedures to solve the problems are described clearly, and this is the course materials for the chapter friction. The next one is a video about parallel axis theorem. I have created it and I posted in the YouTube, and here I have given the link also. So this is the next one, and the next one is about the lesson plan for engineering mechanics. So this is the lesson plan for the engineering mechanics subject. Then the next one is the assignment. I have given assignment for the students and for the first unit. So this is the assignment. So the problems are here, and I have given the due date also. The due date is tomorrow, that means 31st of August. and before 12 o'clock they have to post the attendance. Then the PPT, it is about the friction. So here the basics of friction and the various laws and formulas, everything is posted here. So this will be useful for the students again. Now the last one is the syllabus for the subject engineering mechanics. So this is the syllabus for the subject. There are 5 units. The first unit is about the basics and statics of a particle. The second unit deals with the equilibrium of rigid bodies. Third unit deals about properties of surfaces and solids. And the fifth unit deals about dynamics of particle, and the last unit is about friction and elements of rigid body dynamics. So this is the Google Classroom, the end of the video also. Thank you.